Lisa wears custom fuzzy pink Labubu crop top and miniskirt at Deadline World Tour. On Saturday night, Lisa appeared in a custom pink Labubu outfit during the Deadline World Tour stop in London. The look was created by Brett Allen Nelson and included a fuzzy miniskirt and crop top with padded shoulders and a corseted bustier, as well as tall furry pink boots. She was also wearing a pink Labubu pin to her waist, this one customized by Marko Monroe. At one point, Lisa held a pink Labubu mask up to her face, which Nelson later modeled in an Instagram story. Lisa is a longtime fan of the trendy dolls. In July, the star shared pictures of herself with a mini Louis Vuitton's rainbow, Nano Speedy, purse decorated with 2 Labubus. She wore it with a shimmering dress from Diesel, per W magazine. The dolls were originally created by Hong Kong artist Kasing Lung as part of their book series for children, The Monsters. Lung partnered with Pop Mart in 2019 to sell the dolls, but have recently soared in popularity. The Labubus are usually sold in blind boxes, meaning you get a random color or style. Lisa has been a fan of Pop Mart products for some time. Late last year, Lisa told Vanity Fair, "My close friends in Thailand showed me a bunch of stuff and as soon as I got them, I went crazy. I spent all my money. I go to Pop Mart everywhere if I fly to New York, I go to Miami, I try to find Pop Mart there, Paris. Kinda like finding treasure." Musical artist Dua Lipa was also seen with Labubu bag charms in late 2024, as well as Rihanna, Kim Kardashian, and David Beckham. But so far, only Lisa has become the Labubu. Blackpink Lisa's Dream, featuring Kentaro Sakaguchi, becomes the biggest 2025 debut for a short film on YouTube. Blackpink's Lisa reigns again on YouTube with her touching short film, Dream, alongside renowned Japanese actor Kentaro Sakaguchi. Thanks to the immense love from the public, the recent release of Dream on YouTube has been a huge success, catapulting to the #1 of the platform's top trends worldwide for 3 consecutive days and also dominating the #1 spot in the music video category among all recent releases. Lisa's Dream debuted at #2 on the YouTube Global Daily Top Videos chart, becoming the highest debut ever for a short film. Additionally, in its first 24 hours, the song had already broken major records for Lisa, registering 6.05 million views and 1.1 million likes on the platform, setting the biggest debut of any short film on YouTube in 2025. Blackpink's Lisa works with Kentaro Sakaguchi for Dream short film. The two Asian stars have worked together for the special video. Last Thursday, August 14th, Blackpink member Lisa dropped the official short film music video for her single entitled Dream, which also features Japanese actor-model Kentaro Sakaguchi, who portrayed the K-pop star's fictional late boyfriend in the narrative. The 5-minute-long film was created by ARFILM and was written and directed by Oh Jun Kwon. As of writing, the MV has been viewed more than 12.6 million times on the video sharing platform YouTube. Released under her label LLOUD, Dream is one of the tracks from Lisa's debut album, Alter Ego, which came out in late February. Also part of the said album were singles like Rockstar, Moonlit Floor, and Born Again, which featured Doja Cat and Ray. Lisa debuted in 2016 as part of the third-generation K-pop group Blackpink, along with fellow members Jennie, Rosé, and Jisoo. The Thai K-pop star also launched her solo career in 2021, before she formally established her own agency LLOUD to manage her individual works in 2024. Earlier this year, Lisa also made her acting debut via the hit HBO series, The White Lotus Season 3, which was filmed in her home country Thailand. In the series, she portrayed Mook, the fictional hotel resort chain's branch manager in the country. Meanwhile, Blackpink also recently marked their comeback with their Deadline World Tour in the new single, JUMP. Earlier in the album, Lisa had moved through disco pop, rap, and collaborations with artists like Doja Cat and Rosalia, showing her range as a solo performer. Although some questioned whether Dream sits comfortably alongside these more energetic tracks, many agreed it provides a powerful and lasting conclusion to the tracklist. Since its release, the song has fueled a wave of fan speculation. Many pointed to the lyric mentioning 2019 and to a scene set in Tokyo, suggesting it may reference Lisa's rumored past relationship with former YG artist Jaewon, also known as One, who left the industry that same year. Meanwhile, some fans linked the video's mood to BTS's Jungkook, reviving the popular Liskook pairing after he shared songs on Instagram that seemed to match its tone. With Dream, Lisa steps beyond her image as a polished pop icon and presents a work that feels personal and human, shaped by themes of grief, memory, and the search for closure. Have you given it a watch? For Gaga, Lisa, and Wednesday, Marko Monroe is the custom Labubu king. If Labubus are a girl's best friend, celebrities like Lady Gaga, Blackpink's Lisa, Marc Jacobs, and Netflix's Wednesday all want them custom made by Marko Monroe. The stylist and Avalon TV star isn't just having a moment, he's setting a new standard for fashion's hottest accessory of 2025. Sign up for the Out newsletter to keep up with what's new in LGBTQ+ culture and entertainment, delivered 3 times a week straight to your inbox. When we last caught up with Monroe a year ago, he and longtime partner Hunter Crenshaw discussed the grand finale of Avalon TV Season 2 that centered on their impromptu Las Vegas wedding. Married life is clearly going well, and it hasn't slowed down these creative powerhouses one bit. Hunter got me a Labubu back in January and I wore it all over the place. On my bag, it never left, Monroe tells Out. I traveled to Paris with the girls, and it just got really dingy. So I was just bored, took it apart, made a pattern from that, and then changed the fabric and put it back together. That started it. By it, Monroe means getting flooded with commissions and collabs from some of the biggest names in show business. The orders kept coming in. He recalls. And then I was reached out by Netflix. That's when I was like, okay, maybe this can stick around for a little bit longer and isn't just a side hobby. So I just said, yes, jumped the gun, and worked my ass off for 2 weeks. Monroe created custom Labubus for the star-studded cast of Wednesday as the hit Netflix series returned for a second season, bringing back Jenna Ortega as the titular character, Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia Adams, Luis Guzman as Gomez Adams, and Isaac Ordonez as Pugsley Adams, among others. But Monroe went above and beyond, of course. I got to make specific Labubus for the main cast, he explains. And anyone that was in the Nevermore Academy, I made Labubus for them as well. Those all got sent out, so hopefully we'll be seeing them soon pop up from Jenna Ortega or Catherine Zeta-Jones. Monroe created more than 50 Labubus for the Wednesday project with Netflix. To create so many custom toys, all with distinct features, clothing, hair, and additional stylings, Monroe credits the help he received from friends and collaborators like Gigi Goode, Heather Briganti, and Isabel Marshall. As if the whole endeavor wasn't already ambitious enough, Monroe also partnered with Hollywood 3D printing to create several 3D printed thing hands that were added to the custom Labubu toys. When asked if he has any favorites, Monroe highlights the Tim Burton Labubu. Just the fact that I got to make something for Tim Burton was an insane situation that I was placed in, but totally happy to fulfill it. Another mind-blowing moment for Monroe in his custom Labubu journey was getting to make one for none other than Marc Jacobs. I had found this really cool dead stock Balenciaga fabric and made a Labubu with it for myself, he explains. And then you know what? I saw Marc Jacobs posting about all of his Labubus. So I reached out to him directly. I told him, I've got a custom for you if you want it, and sent him a picture. He was like, oh my gosh, I would love. So I just sent it to him, and that's how that started. This multiverse of mayhem continued with Monroe getting to create a custom Labubu for Mother Monster herself. It was crazy because I got to give it to her, Monroe says, who met Lady Gaga in person to deliver her custom Labubu. Gaga audibly screamed when she saw it. She gave me a hug for 3 minutes. We chatted for 15, he recalls. Monroe remembers standing in front of Gaga and nervously over-explaining the Mayhem Ball-themed custom Labubu. I was like, I made everything removable. You can take the wig off. And take the outfit off. I kept showing her. He laughs. She was like, I love it just as it is. Monroe praises Gaga for being so open, and sweet, and genuine, during their interaction. He adds, we ended up talking about the difference between the Coachella set and the Mayhem Ball set, and how tight of a storyline the show is now. It was fun to get to talk artistically with her. Before he left, Monroe also helped Gaga put the toy on that little Kelly bag that she ended up getting photographed in the next day. Lisa, a member of the K-pop girl group Blackpink who made her acting debut as Mook on The White Lotus Season 3, was another pop star that Monroe felt very excited to collaborate with. The one I made for Lisa, that's another full circle for me, Monroe says. She's really the one who started this whole Labubu craze. So having something that I made personally be in her possession is great. Despite having plenty of experience styling artists like Megan Thee Stallion, Lizzo, and his House of Avalon sister Simone, Monroe notes that the scale shift of customizing Labubus is one of the hardest parts of the process. It's also a figure that doesn't really have a lot of shape, so it becomes challenging, he observes. Ultimately, though, the toughest part of this process is having the time to get it all done. After so many eras of trendy toys coming and going, why is the Labubu catching on in such a significant way in 2025? I think people respond to it because it is sparking a little bit of childlike joy, Monroe says, adding that a Labubu is a blank canvas of creativity that reaches a big audience of consumers. A lot of people like to dress them up and extend, and these clothes create a mix of high and low, he muses. Even though it's hard to get a Labubu, and there is the craze and the hype of finding a real one versus a fake one, it's still accessible. So when you dress them up in these top brands like Chanel, or Prada, or Louis Vuitton, it's bringing in this high-low culture that makes it accessible. Monroe explains, someone may not be able to get the Chanel tweed suit, but they can get this Chanel tweed suit for their Labubu. I like that dichotomy of high and low with the Labubu, and I think that's what makes them so popular. To keep up with Marko Monroe, you can follow him on Instagram at Marko_Monroe and TikTok at _Marko Monroe.